with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs. They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back. Kill. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 180.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
180.
Again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. McPherson now to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it. Thank you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
17.
11.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 6.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first rounder, Trey Waynes.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10.
Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow will throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. 11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
3rd and 6.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
You. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
Now Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, 133.
Draw play, Edmonds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Next score, Browns 17, Bengals 14. Elliott Fry set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Browns 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
What is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season. Because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
At the 28-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Elliott Fry set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
On third down, Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzama. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Gun. Shot. Hey, can.
17. Mike 17.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
17, Mike 17. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Quick the edge. Come.
11 MT. Shot.
Burrow looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second and 9, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.